Healthy Lifestyle Crib presents 18 Red Flags He is a Player. You're talking to a man who's cute, charming, and knows precisely what to say and do to wrap you around his finger, but you have a horrible feeling about him. You're concerned that he's a player or womanizer, or another way to put it is he a player or is he serious? Most women are afraid that the guy they're dating is a player and not serious, so in this video, I'll give you 18 warning signs to determine if he's a player. Let's get going. Who or what exactly is a player? The term player refers to a man who deceives a woman into thinking he only wants her when he's actually dating other women. Number 1. He knows where you are and never goes to the same place as you. This is a funny thing that a lot of women say about a player. He's never around on Saturdays, and he always ends up at a different place than you do. He'll often send you a message on Saturdays asking where you're going and what your plans are, but he's really just trying to avoid running into you by accident. Number 2. He just texts for something. If a man is only interested in dating you, he's more likely to text you small talk or at least check in once in a while to see how you're doing. If you're a side chick, he'll usually only text you when he's ready to see you, and he gets extra points if he only texts you late at night. Number 3. He's lovely to you in private but not in public. It doesn't matter if it's on the street or at an event, if there's a significant difference between his private and public behavior, this is a sign that he is not the right guy for you. Players are great at playing the sweet, affectionate man when you're together, but in public he's more distant and less tender. Bad guys want to look single or at least not too lovey-dovey in a relationship. He may also has something to hide. Number 4. He prefers physical attractiveness over intelligence. People favor physical appearances over a long-term relationship, so pay attention to the praises he gives you. Does he focus on your attractiveness or who you are as a person? Does he strive to get to know you or is he only interested in one thing? Number 5. He had a lot of ex. If he has a lot of exes, especially ones he says he's still friends with, you should be worried. Players are often good at getting into relationships but not so good at staying in them. They spend their whole lives jumping from one to the next. These relationships often overlap with each other. Number 6. He doesn't introduce you. He may be especially hesitant to introduce you to his friends and family out of concern that someone would find out about his romantic history. It's even less likely that he will want to meet your family, which can be a tension encounter at the best of circumstances. Men will only go through this if they are looking for a committed relationship. Number 7. He's vain. In the book Warning Signs, the authors explain that cheating men frequently suddenly become more attentive to their appearance because when men feel available or searching for women, they do their best to look good. Be aware and see if he is doing this, especially if he doesn't do it when you're together. Does he think that how he looks is overly important? Does he pay more attention to his looks than you do when you leave the house together? A player sees every opportunity to interact with ladies in public. Number 8. In the presence of other women, he is becoming more distant from you. Even while it doesn't necessarily mean that he wants something from them, a player is simply a player, and it's in his nature to flirt with women, so if he becomes more aloof when other women are present, it isn't a good indicator. Please be aware that this can be extremely subtle. I've witnessed men holding hands with their girlfriends while subtly flirting with other women, so he may not be completely away from you, but at least he doesn't make it obvious that he loves you terribly. Number 9. He won't say if he's dating other ladies. This is one of the easiest ways to tell if he's a player or a womanizer. He won't bring it up himself, but if you ask him if he's seeing other women, he'll give you a vague and evasive answer, like, "I sometimes meet up with someone, but it's not really serious." Or, "I need female friends every now and then," or, "I haven't met anyone in the last few weeks," or, "Why do you? There are two kinds of players." A small number of players will tell you a full lie about this, but the vast majority of players in the largest group will tell you half-truths because they don't want to lie to you. Yes, I know that the difference between a full lie and a half-lie is small. Number 10. You're not usually his priority. If a man wants a relationship with you, he'll do favors and spend time with your loved ones. A player, on the other hand, is simply there for the fun times. Number 11. He's a party animal. There are two types of young men who enjoy partying more than anybody else: the player and the man with a drinking problem. If you're searching for someone to settle down with, you probably don't want either of these men. Number 12. Last minute, he cancels plans. Players will cancel plans with a girl if a better one comes up. Of course, last-minute emergencies do happen, but if he cancels plans with you often, it's a clear sign that he doesn't value you. Most likely, he's ditched you to hang out with another woman. Number 13. He doesn't tell you much about his life outside of you. If you ask him how his weekend was, he'll answer, "It was good, I had a lovely time." He won't disclose what he does when he's not with you because he's typically with other women. Most men aren't particularly talkative, but if he can't come up with anything to say, it may signal that he's not serious about you. Number 14. Finds it simple to initiate physical contact with other ladies. Most guys don't touch women much. The only ladies they touch are their loved ones or family members with whom they are close. The reason men don't do this much is really very interesting. They were raised to be nice to women and fearful of coming off as touchy and creepy. Players, on the other hand, are so used to physical contact with women and flirting that they have a lot less issue with it. They may easily put their hand on a woman's shoulders during a con. Number 15. His plans aren't clear. A player will always make up an excuse when you ask about his day or try to find out if he has plans with another woman. Number 16. He forgets everything you say. Either he doesn't care enough to listen or he's getting confused from hearing too many women's stories. Also, if he tells you the same story twice, that's a clearer sign that he's getting confused from dating other people. Number 17. He doesn't trust you. Have you heard the phrase, evil doers, or ill dreamers? It's a good technique to spot a player because players assume everyone is selfish like them. Not only is he jealous of you, but he also doesn't trust you. He always thinks you're lying or trying to trick him. Since he thinks it's normal to lie and cheat, he does it himself, which is why he doesn't trust you. Number 18. He doesn't explain why he's regularly late. When you ask to meet him, he typically responds, "I'm available on Tuesdays and Wednesdays." He won't explain why he can't meet on Thursday. For instance, because he prefers not to think up a reason to avoid the topic. Men avoid lying because it makes them uncomfortable and because it's difficult to remember all the reasons why they would lie. This is a common pattern among players. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing to our channel and checking out some of our other uploads. Many thanks for watching.